I will never compromise truth for the sake of getting along with people who can only get along when we agree. People aren't born good or bad. Maybe they're born with tendencies either way, but it's the way you live your life that matters. Curiosity is an engine of life that adds light and warmth to the everyday hustle, and questions are a spark needed to start it. You can't dwell on what might have been, and it's not fair to condemn him for something he hasn't done. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones. When people say things are a lot more complicated than that, they means they're getting worried that they won't like the truth. Bertara Makasalapada Segala Yang Membri Kahijapan. Every time you spend money, you're casting a vote for the kind of world you want. Some people could look at a mud puddle and see an ocean with ships. People soon get tired of things that aren't boring, but not of what is boring. When life gives us challenges, there are opportunities to grow, just like storms feed the plants and give us rainbows. In the end, it wasn't death that surprised her, but the stubbornness of life. A photographer is like a cod, which produces 1,000,000 eggs in order that one may reach maturity. Start each day with a positive thought and a grateful heart. To shine your brightest light is to be who you truly are. What we can change is our perceptions, which have the effect of changing everything. Those who understand history are condemned to watch other idiots repeat it. Verily, knowledge is a lock and its key is the question. Nothing makes a person happier than having a happy heart. Anything that smiles often needs to be reminded that the world is a cruel, dark place. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. We crave for new sensations but soon become indifferent to them. The wonders of yesterday are today common occurrences. But all I could think of was how when nothing made sense and hadn't for ages, you just have to grab onto anything you feel sure of. The thermometer of success is merely the jealousy of the malcontents. People are, generally speaking, either dead certain or totally indifferent. Make visible what, without you, might perhaps never have been seen. Words are your paintbrush, and your life is the canvas. You can paint whatever you want to paint. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. Accidents don't happen to people who take accidents as a personal insult. I know it's not easy for you, living this life, but try to remember, always try to remember, you're not the only one with troubles. My body is my journal, and my tattoos are my story. The day we put an end to believing in hope will be the day we stop existing, for without hope, we are nothing. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Don't let mental blocks control you. Set yourself free. Confront your fear and turn the mental blocks into building blocks. But better to get hurt by the truth than comforted with a lie. I am serving the purpose for which I was designed. Therefore, I am satisfied with my existence. You don't know me. You know one me, just like I know one you. And you can't know every me, and I can't know every you. After all, if you run far enough, no one can catch you. I offer my opponents a bargain. If they will stop telling lies about us, I will stop telling the truth about them. The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot. Always find opportunities to make someone smile and to offer random acts of kindness in everyday life. And we don't always know it or understand it at the time, in the season, but nothing grows without a good amount of dirt. How strange is man that when he is afraid of something he runs away from it, but when he is afraid of Allah, he gets closer to him. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. It is a costly thing, looking on the true face of love. I didn't come here of my own accord, and I can't leave that way. Whoever brought me here will have to take me home. He who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. Every flower is a melody that floats through the air and soothes our hearts. Now and then it's good to pause in our pursuit of happiness and just be happy. If your dreams don't scare you, they are too small. If the world was made for us, then it belongs to us and we can do what we damn well please with it. She will always wear her crown, regardless of the hate. I am strangely tired, not from having talked so much, but at the mere thought of what I still have to say. The piano keys are black and white, but they sound like a million colors in your mind. Don't sacrifice yourself too much, because if you sacrifice too much, there's nothing else you can give, and nobody will care for you. And just when I thought things were starting to get better, everything had gone wrong again. If there is anything that links the human to the divine, it is the courage to stand by a principle when everybody else rejects it. Do you not then hear this horrible scream all around you that people usually call silence? When you take risks, you learn that there will be times when you succeed and there will be times when you fail, and both are equally important. Mixing old wine with new wine is stupidity, but mixing old wisdom with new wisdom is maturity. We're never called on to do what hurts. We just do what hurts out of ignorance and habit. Once we see what we're doing, we can stop. You don't have to like someone, but you have to treat them as you wish to be treated. At some point, you just gotta forgive the past. Your happiness hinges on it. The truth that makes men free is for the most part the truth which men prefer not to hear. Health is hearty, health is harmony, health is happiness. It is unwise to be too sure of one's own wisdom. It is healthy to be reminded that the strongest might weaken and the wisest might err. When you want something, the entire universe conspires to help you achieve it. We live in an age when unnecessary things are our only necessities. The language of light can only be decoded by the heart. Take the first step, no more, no less, and the next will be revealed. There would be no society if living together depended upon understanding each other. You have to be transparent so you no longer cast a shadow, but instead let the light pass through you. I always knew, on some level, that I wouldn't live long. It's simply not written in my stars. Any serious social, political, and economic change must include veganism. Delayed gratification is the bridge between your present sacrifices and your future abundance. You are what you believe in. You become that which you believe you can become. I do maintain that if your hair is wrong, your entire life is wrong. Like all dreamers, I confuse disenchantment with truth. Follow your dreams and never ever stop believing in yourself. And one day you will achieve your dreams and feel happy that you never gave up. If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. Being human is not hard because you're doing it wrong. It's hard because you're doing it right. An item is only worth what someone is willing to pay for it. When life places stones in your path, be the water. A persistent drop of water will wear away even the hardest stone. You are an aperture through which the universe is looking at and exploring itself. If I lived a million lives, I would have felt a million feelings, and I still would have fallen a million times for you. I want words at my funeral, but I guess that means you need life in your life. I'm killing time while I wait for life to shower me with meaning and happiness. A man is a success if he gets up in the morning and gets to bed at night, and in between he does what he wants to do. Dream your own dreams, achieve your own goals. Your journey is your own and unique. You can recognize a small truth because its opposite is a falsehood. The opposite of a great truth is another truth. A goal without a plan, without strategy and execution, is nothing other than a wish. A goal without a backup plan is but a wager. Never mind those failures till yesterday. Each new day is a sequel of a wonderful life, gifted with hopes to succeed. Communism is the final logic of the dehumanization of man. Others have seen what is and asked why. I have seen what could be and asked why not. Gather the best you have to offer and create a heartfelt, prosperous life full of purpose. Never complain, never explain. Resist the temptation to defend yourself or make excuses. Rewards await you if you stay steadfast in your faith. Imagine no limitations. Decide what's right and desirable before you decide what's possible. Sometimes not getting what you want is a brilliant stroke of luck. The bird a nest, the spider a web, man friendship.